Welcome back to day 12 of our one pose a day for 100 days. So we're getting through it and we're almost at our habit forming 14 days. So today's pose is mountain pose. Super important foundational pose when you come to standing and doing any standing pose. Always great to start a mountain pose. It's a nice pose too, just to feel that nice sense of grounding beneath us. So we'll start on the mat. Take your feet right under your hips. Your ankles are under your hips. And before we get into all the technicality of mountain pose, let's take a nice arriving breath together. Take our arms out to the side. Take a nice inhale as you reach the palms overhead. And exhale, lowering. Let's do two more. Add the head raise and look up towards the hands. Exhale, lowering chin to chest. One more as you draw the palms overhead. Let's exhale, palms together and down. All right, let's get started. We don't need any props today, just your mat. The mat's nice just because you can feel the stickiness under your feet. So in mountain pose, we start with our feet just about hip distance apart and your toes pointing forward. You might like to see the inner blades of the feet parallel to each other, but if that's too much strain for the knees, we normally may stand a little bit wider. Try to bring the toes a little bit more straight, all right? We're not into causing any pain or strain, so remember that. Always listen to your body. Do what feels right for you. So we try to feel the ball of the big toe, the ball of the baby toe, and right at the center of the heel when you're standing in mountain pose. We hope to feel the bottom of your feet, so take a moment, feel where your balance is at for you, whether you're a little bit forward or back, maybe more side to side, or the weight is on the inner blades of the feet or outer blades. It's just good to notice. No right or wrong, just kind of observing how you stand in your body. Sometimes you might notice when you're at the bank or the grocery store, we sort of hang out more on one leg than the other, maybe a hip's jutted out. We've got a purse or a bag or something, or a child in our arm. Those are great times to observe what are we doing in our body and try to bring everything back just to help keep that alignment, nice strengthening of the core. All right, so let's find a little bit rock forward. So we're just going to rock our body forward into the balls of our feet and rock back. So start to make it small. We don't want to come out of this. Just feeling the bottom of our feet. Feeling where the weight shifts. At what point is it where we feel we might lose our balance. Come back to where you feel centered and let's go side to side. So we're rocking a little bit right and left. Again, we're feeling that shift, the bottom of the feet to the outer blades, the inner blades of the feet, and then make your way back to center. We're going to go around the clock, so you're going to lean a little forward in the balls of the feet, circle around your clock towards 3, 6 into your heels, 9, and back to 12. So let's try that again. Feel the weight shift. So we're just getting a sense of the whole bottom of our foot. When you come back to 12, let's go the other direction and the other way. It's also just getting a nice sensation of the feet, using the muscles at the bottom of the feet, waking them up. Next time you come back to your 12 o'clock, shift your weight right back to center. So you want to feel the weight as well, so we're not leaning into the feet that your toes are trying to grab the mat. So you think about your hips coming a little bit over, right between maybe the ankles and the heels. We shouldn't feel like we're going to fall back, but a little more weight in the heels and the balls of the feet. So we could lift our toes, so let's try that. Spread the toes wide and then just let the toes rest down into the floor so they're not clawing your mat or the floor beneath you. And then we want to think about, it's a nice energetic idea or action of lifting the front of the thighs. So you're lifting sort of the front of the body. Think of the front of the body, thighs, belly, chest, all energetically lifting up. And then as we ground down through the back of the body, the glutes, the hamstrings, into the heels, grounding down. So you've got this cycle or circle of energy lifting from the front and grounding down through the back. See if you can feel that, so we're not feeling like we're locking our thighs or our glutes. It's an energy opening, lifting front, grounding down through the back. And then thinking of the shoulders. So in yoga, we want the shoulders open. Sometimes you see in yoga poses in mountain the palms facing forward, and sometimes you see the palms facing the thighs or the hips. It's neither right nor wrong. We might try, let's roll the palms open and see what that does for you. So you might feel like the shoulders roll a little open and back. And if you turn the palms in, now if you just rotate the arms, hopefully the shoulders shouldn't be impacted. But sometimes we find ourselves, as I do, a little more rounded. So if I roll the palms open, at least to start, keep those shoulders nice and open, and then try to just allow the arms to rotate so the palms can face the hips. It's a little energy of the fingers down towards the floor. Feel your feet as they're grounding down, nice and supported into your mat, as the energy rises and lifts you up through the crown of the head. So here we are in mountain pose. Imagine again that energy lift from the front, the shins, the thighs, the hips, the belly, the chest, the crown of the head, reaching up as we slowly ground down through the back, the hamstrings, into the heels. Now, as we stay here, so this is always a good pose to come back to. If you're in a standing pose, maybe getting tired or it's too strenuous, come back to your mountain pose. It's a great foundational pose. If you feel like out in the world, maybe things are going a little too crazy, too much news, too much stimulation, find a nice grounded mountain pose where you can feel your feet, even if they're in the shoes, grounded into the earth below. Now, we're going to add on to this, because I like to do a few little multi poses in one session today. So we start in our mountain pose, and then we can raise the arms, just moving the arms into the arm sockets, the shoulders, palms face each other as you raise the arms up towards the ceiling into our upward facing Urdhva Hastasana pose. Now, sometimes when we do this, the shoulders want to help give us a nice little turtleneck. Use the back muscles, the shoulder blades, drawing them down to give space right at the neck, the base of the neck there. So if the arms or the shoulders are tight, take the arms wider, perfectly fine. Find a position for you where you can energetically reach and lengthen out through the fingertips without shrugging the shoulders up. So I'm going to bring my palms back together. Feel the nice grounding of your feet, that length and rise. Can you get a little bit more? Without raising the shoulders, we can lengthen through the side of the body and lift the arms just a tiny bit higher. Take a nice 2 to 3 breaths here, upward facing pose. Still feeling the nice grounding of the feet. Energy lifting, rising the front of the body, and grounding down through the back of the body. Take one more as you inhale, lengthen, and let's exhale the arms forward and down. And relax for a minute, kind of shake it out, shake everything out. You can do a little energetic bounce as we allow everything to reset. And let's find mountain pose again, just so we know. A little reminder, our body knows where we're at. So if we repeat things, it becomes muscle memory, and your body will then remember and just automatically come into it. So find that sensation through the feet, big toe mound, baby toe mound, center of your heel. Feel the weight. Notice we might be a little bit leaning more forward into the balls of the feet. We're back into the heels. Find that nice center where your hips are a little bit between the ankles and the heels. Energetically lift thighs, belly, chest, crown of the head upwards. Ground down through the back of the body into the heels. Let's take the arms and roll them out, palms face forward. Keep the chest, shoulders nice and open. Let's turn the palms back in towards the hips, the body. Ears are right over in line with your shoulders. Let's come into a nice Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing pose. Reach the arms forward and up. Try to think of the tops of the shoulders staying down. If you need to take the arms wider, let's do that. Especially because we want to maybe straighten them. If you notice they're bending, then just take them wider where we can straighten the arms. Reach out through those fingertips. Find a little bit more as you ground down through the feet, energetically rising up through the outer sides of the body, lifting those fingertips up. Find now, as we hold this, your nice even breath. This is where all the action of yoga happens too, is finding that nice calm breath, even inhale and exhale as we hold a pose. Even if it's a little bit challenging for us, finding that breath. And as you exhale next, you can lower the arms forward and down. Come on out, shake it out. And now we've learned our mountain pose and upward facing pose today. Let's take a nice closing breath together. Take a nice inhale, arms wide and overhead. Exhale as you draw your palms together and down. Hey, thank you all for joining this one pose practice today. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.